I'm going first.
No.
Yes.
No, I already talked to him.
No.
No, I'm going first. No, you're not.
Time has come for the two of you to establish your own family unit as you now come together in marriage. Ayden and Maddie, they stand before you today as two individuals who decided to commit their lives to each other and spend their lives together. In your marriage, be like-minded, be one in spirit and purpose. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility, consider the other better than yourself. Let that mind be in you, which is also in Christ Jesus.
So we met at Finnegan's, and I was working, it was my second shift there.
Two of our really good friends were working here already. One is a head bartender, one is head bar back.
Saw her walk around the corner, and I was absolutely stunned.
I go straight to Sid, and I was like, oh my goodness, he's good looking. Who is that?
She was probably one of the most beautiful women I had ever seen in person.
And then he said something cheesy about going on a date. So we met at Andy's, and we actually ended up sitting at the Andy's parking lot until 8:30 in the morning.
It's not really necessarily about being married. She says I'm crazy and she says that it's not true, but from the moment that we had that date at Andy's, I pretty much knew that I wanted to be with her in some way, shape, or form. And I knew that it would be something that would last a long time. I feel like I fell in love with her that night. I really do. And she says I'm crazy for that. She says that's impossible. But it just kept building and building and building. And I literally didn't want to be anywhere else but with her.
He is the most caring and protective man I've ever met. And I know that no matter what, that I'm going to be taken care of. That's a feeling I never thought that I would enjoy or want.
I have thought about what my wedding would look like since I was in elementary school. I would draw dresses and imagine the one I would wear today. Thought about what colors I would use and who I would marry. But like all the other details, that too has changed. And I can proudly say that this is my favorite version by far.
This has been one of the hardest things I have had to write. Not because I have no words, but because I have an infinite amount of words I could say to you. Leaving you to go to basic training for nearly 3 months was one of the most difficult things I have had to do. I felt a hole in my heart every day without you. I reread your letters pretty much every single day.
3, 2, 1.
I could feel the heart of the city's rhythm begin to wake up a feeling of past times. Just last night I was wondering if I'd ever love again. How could I be so wrong?
After about 3 months of these two being together, Ayden walked in my room after church one day, sits on my bed and said, I seriously think I want to marry Maddie. No doubt in my mind that you're the man God had waiting for her. There's nowhere else I'd rather be tonight than here celebrating you two. I'm so happy for you both, and I can't wait to see where life takes you as I tag along as your third wheel for Andy's dates for the rest of our lives.
God instituted the estate of marriage between the first man and the first woman. Marriage was and is consecrated by God. It is into this holy estate that Ayden and Maddie have freely chosen to enter.
I asked you how you knew you wanted to marry me. And you told me that Brad put a Bible on your bed and he pointed to a verse, 1 Corinthians 13. He told you when you can replace the word love with a man's name, you know he's the one. I vow to walk with God through every step of our journey. And I vow to always try my best to be the man that can replace the word love for my name.
I promise to love you with both my heart and my mind, but more than this, I promise to love you with my soul. In case my mind starts to forget and my heart stops beating, I cannot thank you enough for the life that we have together.
You have made a lifelong covenant before God. In the presence of all these witnesses, you have confirmed your commitment by joining hands, exchanging vows, and exchanging rings.
I think the main thing that I'm looking forward to being married is just being able to have all the adventures in life with her.
Ayden, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce you for the very first time publicly, Mr. and Mrs. Ayden Bergner.
You don't know, Ayden actually was my roommate when he went to Florida State for his first and only year there. He came in and was an amazing man to start. We had such a great time, and I can't believe that I'm seeing him right now be this happy with someone as wonderful as you, Maddie.
I remember when I first met Ayden, he was standing over my bed when I was sleeping at the hospital. Ayden and Maddie are a team unlike any other. They complement one another so perfectly.
He is just already an outstanding husband. He literally just listens and does a lot of head nodding and just agrees with everything she says.
And I'm so glad to have Maddie and her family take me in and show me what it means to be there for each other and sharpen each other mentally, physically, and emotionally. And I definitely am looking forward to everything that is in the future for you guys.
Thank you, Ayden, for being the man to bring out the spark in Mads and for always reminding her of her value and how perfect she really is. I'm very thankful for both of my Bergies. I love you guys so much.